have our tree pose this week, which is a standing, kind of balancing pose. So you're, as you guys know, you're on one leg. You've got one foot on the leg or on the ground, but the hip is open. So we're going to be doing some hip opening today, and embodying this tree pose as in this tree pose, serving as a reminder of those changes of the season. The trees are going through such magnificent natural changes around us right now. I think it's kind of lovely to take a cue from nature and even just bring our own awareness to a different level, maybe just admiring the trees around us. And so we'll do that maybe collectively this week. So starting maybe in your child's pose if you want, or maybe a puppy pose, or maybe you want to start seated. We're just going to connect with the breath. Maybe one of these ways, whichever way kind of resonates the most with you this morning. Giving ourselves this space here, embodying tree pose. Perhaps bringing to mind a tree. Sometimes in our lives, there's, at least in my life, been somewhere and a tree just grabs my attention. It's just lush and beautiful, or something about a tree, a few trees in my life. Maybe if there's a certain one that has caught your attention ever, just bringing it to mind. Dropping into the qualities of that tree. Maybe they were visual, structural. What comes to your mind when you think of those trees out in nature, this tree that you're visualizing? Perhaps one of those characteristics you might choose to embody today, throughout the day. Giving yourself another moment to consider what you want to embody about that tree. And if there's no tree that comes to mind, perhaps just mustering up an intention for your practice, completely unrelated, if nothing is resonating with you regarding a tree. Now from this child's pose, or from this puppy pose, wherever you're at, just kind of rock up to a tabletop. Maybe bring those hips side to side, bringing awareness to the hips. And then plant that left hand maybe under the heart. And then let's reach that right arm up to the side, kind of twisting towards the right. And then bring that arm underneath the heart, coming into a thread the needle. Maybe that left arm is underneath the forehead like a pillow, or it's outstretched in front of you. And just breathe here into that space between the shoulder blades. Still connecting with this breath. Dropping into the moment. Breathing in and out. And another breath or two. And your next inhale, maybe bring that left hand a little bit closer to the head. You have it outstretched. Reach that right arm to the sky. And then exhale, bring that right arm underneath the shoulder again. And then maybe this time we'll just kind of move the head side to side, dropping into the chin, or the chin to the chest. Just sway the head side to side. And then exhale, bring that right hand underneath the chest and reach the left arm up to the sky. And then thread that left arm underneath the heart. Bring the back of the left arm down. Maybe the right arm comes out in front. Maybe that right arm is a pillow for the forehead. allowing yourself to drop into this thread the needle. Maybe creating space again in the upper back. Maybe noticing an expansion in the arm. Beginning to tie the movement with the breath and the breath with the movement. Nice. And next inhale, bring that right hand closer to the head. Reach that left arm up to sky. Then we'll exhale to plant that left hand down to the ground. And on an inhale, let's extend that right leg back and the left arm forward. And then exhale to bring that knee to the chest, rounding the spine. And then moving the spine in another direction now. We'll inhale to extend the arm and the leg back. Exhale to round the spine, open it from side to side now. It's kind of front to back. And then reach the arms and the leg out. Breathe in. Last time, exhale, knee to elbow. And then plant the left hand, plant that right knee. And either sit back on your heels, bring those hands to the thighs, or maybe you just come into a high kneel. We'll pause here and let's just sway that chin from one ear to another. Sweeping the chin across the chest. And then bring the head back to neutral. Now let's bring the right ear towards that right shoulder. Pause. And maybe you reach that left hand across the mat. Or to the floor beside us. Right ear towards the right shoulder, left arm out. Bring the left side of the neck. And then we'll exhale, bring that left hand back to the thigh. Bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. And then walk that right hand out towards the side. Breathing in and out. One more breath in. And exhale, bring ears back over the shoulder. Bring that right hand towards the leg. Let's inhale, sweep arms up to sky. Then exhale, fold forward, coming back into that table. Hands are planted. And then we'll inhale, reach that left leg back, the right arm forward. Find length from the fingertips out through the heel. And exhale, round the spine, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend long. Then last time, exhale, knee to elbow and pause. Breath. And another one. Now let's exhale, lower that left knee, lower the right hand. Let's find our downward facing dog. Keeping those hips to the sky, pedaling out the legs, and just pressing and rooting down, imagining you have roots from the hands and from the soles of the feet. That chest towards the knees, breathe in and out. Exhale. Now let's exhale, maybe lower those knees. And with those knees hovering over the ground, reach that chest towards the thighs. Yep, and then straighten those legs. And then feel that chest maybe towards those legs a little more than it was a moment ago. Breathe in and out. And exhale. And now let's inhale, step those feet forward between the hands. Exhale, let the breath go. And then pause here in this forward fold. And then bend the knees. Rise all the way up to stand for our mountain pose, our first mountain pose of the day. Bringing hands in front of the heart, maybe towards the sides of those legs. Now as we stand upright, maybe visualizing that tree. Once again, coming back to what we want to embody about that tree, or coming back to your practice today. Exhale. Now let's inhale, sweep those arms up to sky. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Let's inhale, step that left leg back, lower the knee down, rise up to our low lunge, Anjaneyasana, just flowing through a classical sun salutation today. Exhale, bring the hands to frame the foot, and then we'll step that right foot back to downward facing dog. Exhale, breathe in. And then on your next out breath, lower the knees, the chest and the chin to the earth. Then inhale to lift the heart. Into baby cobra, the hands can hover. Then exhale back to a downward facing dog. Uttanasana. Inhale. And exhale, really nice. And inhale, step the left foot forward, lower that right knee down. Lifting the heart, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Nice job, guys. And when you're ready, exhale to bring that right foot next to the left, fold forward, Uttanasana, let the breath go. And then bend your knees, let's rise up to stand. Moving in our mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana once again. Breathe in and out. Now we inhale this time, bring the right knee back first, lower the right knee down, lift the heart, Anjaneyasana on the other side. Breathe in. And exhale, plant the hands, curl the toes under, step the left foot back, Vrkasana. Then exhale, lower down the knees, the chest and the chin. Ashtanga. Inhale up to baby cobra or full cobra. The shoulders drop down. Exhale, curl the toes under, Vrkasana. Inhale, step the right foot forward, lower that left knee down, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Breathe in. Then exhale, step the left foot forward to meet the right, folding forward to Uttanasana. And then bend the knees, rise up, inhale to stand in our Vrkasana, mountain pose. Breathe in. And exhale. One more breath in. Let's exhale, lower those hands down to the side, maybe step the feet hip width distance apart. Give yourself a breath in, and then let the breath go. Feel the ground beneath the feet and maybe the air around you, just the elements within and without you. Inhale, bring arms up to sky. Exhale, bring the hands in front of the heart, and now plant that right foot and step the left foot back. Put the left foot towards the long edge of the mat, the long edge, and the right foot faces forward. Bend that right knee as much as you want, a little bit or a lot. And maybe you lift that right heel off the ground and then lower that heel down. Maybe you feel an opening in that right hamstring and you can bend that knee a little more. Inhale to bring the arms to extend from the short edge to short edge. Breathe in and out. Let the breath go. Another breath in. Exhale, let it go. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh. Now our next breath, bring that left hand down that left leg, and the right arm into the sky, reversing this warrior two, and then we'll breathe our 3 rounds of breath here. Keep that right knee bent. Breathe in and out. Then our next exhale, bring those palms to shine towards the floor again, back to our warrior two, Vrkasana 2, breathe in. And let's exhale now, shift the weight towards our left foot, coming into our side lunge, Skandasana, and point those right toes towards the sky. So side lunge to the left. Arms in front of the heart if you want, or reaching side to side. And that right toes to the sky, the left lunge, the left knee's bent. Yeah. In and out. In. Now let's exhale to plant that right foot, bending the right knee, coming back to Vrkasana 2. Left leg is straight. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Now let's exhale to bring that right hand in front of that right knee. And maybe grab a block if it's handy. Plant that hand on the block. Vrkasana, our side angle pose. Breathe in. And now exhale, maybe bring that left hand towards the hip. Wiggle that left foot towards the right foot. Maybe you bring that block in front of the foot up to the behind that right foot. And then we're going to round into the right foot, lift that left leg high. Maybe find the variation of our half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. That right hand can plant on the block. Maybe it hovers in front of the block. Rounding the right foot and then reach out of the right hip. The leg is long, the hip is extended out of that right hip socket. Breathe in. Now exhale to bend that right knee and softly lower that left foot down. And then exhale, bring the arms up. Bend that knee, Vrkasana 2. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. And now let's exhale to bend that left knee, coming to side lunge, or right toes towards the sky. Breathe in and out. And now exhale, bend that right knee back to Vrkasana 2. Exhale, bring that right hand in front of the right leg, that right shin. Breathe in and out. And now option to stay here in your side ankle pose, or maybe you come back to that half moon. Plant the hand on the block, shift the weight into that right foot, and then lift up and extend long, Ardha Chandrasana. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Nice tight core, drawing the belly button in. Now let's slowly bend that right knee. And now plant that left foot a little closer to the right foot than normal. And we're just going to stand up. That left foot plants, and then reach that right foot towards the inside of that left leg for your tree pose. Maybe arms to sky or arms out. Soften the gaze, kind of lifting the heart and the chest, hooking the pelvis, standing tall and lengthening through the foot and the crown of the head. Breathe in. And embody that tree. Maybe you even come into the shape of that tree that you were visualizing before. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. And now let's exhale to unpaste that right foot from the leg, extend it out to the side. Shift the weight, bend that left knee, shift the weight into that right foot, bend the knee. And maybe you come back to a half moon. Or maybe you plant that left foot long, come to an Vrkasana 2. So from our tree to our half moon or to our Vrkasana 2. Just like our trees go through different transitions in different shapes. So does our practice. More breaths wherever you're at. And then exhale, lower that foot if you're in your half moon. Meeting in warrior 2. And then from that warrior 2, we'll exhale to plant the hands to frame the foot, to on the ball of that left foot. And then we'll exhale to step it back to our Vrkasana. Now we're facing up. Breathing out and breathing in. Swing those hips side to side. Now we'll inhale, step the left foot forward, and then the right foot. Let's hang out here in our Uttanasana for a breath, maybe 2 breaths. Letting everything kind of flow through us. The energy, the breath, the intention. Then bend the knees and we'll rise all the way up to stand, Tadasana. Hands in front of the heart space. Exhale. And I'm just going to switch sides on my mat so I can see everybody all right. But stay at the front of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms to sky. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Again, plant that left foot and then step that right foot back. Coming into your Vrkasana 2 with that left knee bent. The arms extended nice and long. If you want, lift that left heel off the ground and then replant it. Maybe you adjust the foot a little further away from the back foot, bending the knee. Exhale, bring that right hand down that right leg and left arm up to sky. Reversing our warrior. Viparita Vrkasana 2. Imagine there's space again created between the shoulder blades. Reaching my fingers in opposite directions. Then exhale back to our Vrkasana 2. And then this time we bend that right knee and come into our side lunge on the right leg. The right leg bends, our left toes are towards the sky. Opening up this hip. Nice. And now exhale, Back to that Vrkasana 2, shifting the weight to the front foot, that left foot, bending the knee. Inhale, arms come out and reach. 3 breaths at least. In and out. Another breath. That exhale sends the energy to straighten out the left leg and bend the right. Come into Skandasana, your side line, on the right side. Left toes reaching for the sky. This was supporting us and opening that hip in preparation for that tree. And now exhale, bend forward, that left knee bending. Arms come out to reach for the long edges, short edges of the mat. And here, breathe in and out. Nice. Keep glancing over that front hand. Now let's exhale to move that right foot a little bit towards the left heel. And then we'll exhale to bring that left arm in front of the left leg and find that block. And then we'll rise up into that Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon. And maybe you don't want to come into half moon and you can kind of hang out in your extended side angle pose. So any variation today, extended side angle or your half moon. Giving yourself the space and the time to be here. Breathe in. Now exhale to bend that left knee. Slowly let that right leg drift to the ground. Come back into that Vrkasana 2. And then we'll exhale back to our Skandasana, dropping that right hip back, the right knee bends, that left toes to the sky. Skandasana. And now exhale, bring that bend to the front knee, back to our Vrkasana 2. Extend the arms wide. Breathe in. Now let's exhale to kind of straighten that right leg. Bring the right foot in. And then shift the weight to ground into that right foot. Float that left foot up and over. Find your Vrkasana, your tree pose. And then rooting through the right foot. The pelvis. Lengthening from the hips to the armpit. Be really careful if you've got your foot on the side of that knee that you're not pressing into the knee joint. Maybe it just rests there. We'll exhale to slowly bring the arms out of prayer or out to the side, wherever they're from. Bend that right knee a little bit or a lot, and then float that left foot forward to ground that left knee. Straighten that back leg. Breathe in. Vrkasana 2. Exhale, coming into your extended side angle pose. Maybe you find that block and you drift up into your Ardha Chandrasana. Right leg back, left foot down, left foot on that block. If you find some steadiness and stillness, one more breath. One more breath. Exhale to bend that front leg, put a hand on the block if you need to. Gently let that right leg drift towards the floor, back to Vrkasana 2. And now we're going to exhale to feel this Vrkasana 2 after all this movement. Exhale, bring the hands towards the hips. Pivot that left foot towards the long edge. Wiggle out the knees. And then we'll exhale to send those sits bones back. Bring the heart down and fold forward into our Prasarita Padottanasana. Our inversion of the day. Maybe you walk those hands back behind you on the mat to reach for the back side of the mat. Maybe they're underneath the heart. Any variation of your wide-legged forward fold. But from wherever you are, maybe shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Letting the energy come forward into the feet. Breathe in and out. One more breath in. And then we'll exhale to bend the knees. Slowly rise up one vertebra at a time, bringing those shoulders eventually over the hips and the ears eventually over the shoulders. And then let's pivot our feet towards the front of your mat, wherever that is for you, whichever direction that is, and step forward onto the front of the mat. And we'll find a mountain pose. Breathe in and out. Exhale. Another breath in. Now we'll exhale to sweep arms up overhead. Be bringing the hands in prayer overhead. Then exhale to shift the weight into the balls of the feet, coming into Talasana, our palm tree pose. Bringing another tree into the mix. So be tucking that pelvis. Breathe in. And embodying this palm tree. And then exhaling to bring hands out to the side. And maybe all the way down to the side as we lower the heels. And then grounding that left foot, bring the right knee to bend and pivot the right knee out to the side. And then find that right foot, the inside of that left leg, our tree pose once again. New variation, embodying that characteristic of a tree that comes to your mind before a tree. Breathe in. Exhale. One more breath. Now exhale to bring that right knee back to the middle. Let's cross the right leg over the left, finding our eagle legs, Garuda legs. Maybe you bring that right foot behind the left calf, or maybe you just have the one cross of the leg. Then exhale to extend the arms in front of us, and the right hand under the left arm on top. Find your expression of Garuda arms. Maybe the back of the hands together, the arms just cross, the palms meet. Breathe in. And press the arms into each other. That activates the upper back, getting a little opening across the back. Breathe in. Bring in awareness to the core. And now we'll exhale to unwrap the legs. Keep those arms as they are. Shift the weight to that left foot. Keep it there. And then send that right leg back. Exhaling into our Vrkasana 3. The right leg lifting high. Maybe in line with the hip. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Exhale, bend that left knee. Float the right foot to the ground. To land in our crescent lunge with eagle arms. Inhale. Exhale. Now one more breath. And exhale to fold forward, bringing the arms on the inside of that left leg for a variation of our humble warrior. If you want, you can pivot that right heel down or keep it lifted. You can be here for 5 breaths. Exhale. There's no right or wrong. Just like all the trees are different. We're all different in our asanas, in our prior experience, in our mental fluctuation, and on our journey. On your next inhale, let's unwrap those arms and extend them out like a T, the heart still hovering over that thigh. Breathe in. And then exhale, let's plant the hands to frame the foot. They're kind of maybe in front of the foot. And then come onto the ball of that right foot. And let's bring the left foot towards the right hand and drop that left knee towards the left wrist, towards that left hand. Lower the right knee. And then we'll come into our pigeon. Maybe coming onto the forearms or coming onto some blocks. Lowering down to pigeon. And if you're not one for pigeon on the front of the body, then go ahead and come onto the back for your figure 4. It's often my pigeon expression of choice. Go ahead and offer wherever you are today. Allowing the mind to begin to slow just a little bit. The side of the body, in our pigeon. Left knee bending, the right leg nice and long for support. And 2 more breaths in and out. And on this next exhale, we'll be planting the hands and lifting the heart in the chest. When you get that chest lifted, you can curl the toes, that right foot under, lift that knee up, and then send that left foot back to find our plank pose. Breathing in and out at our plank. And then we'll exhale back to Adho Krishnasana. Letting the breath go, leaving the body in our downward facing dog. And then once again, exhale. And now inhale up to our plank pose, Vrkasana. Breathe in and out. Pressing that earth away, reaching through the heels. The knees can be lowered if that's more appropriate for your day today. And then let's all together lower down the knees, the tops of the feet. The chest lowers down, and then we lower that chin and glance past the top of the mat. Then we'll inhale to lift the heart in the chest for Vrkasana. A little bend in the elbows, or maybe they're less of a bend. Then exhale back to downward facing dog. Rounding maybe the heels and the palms. Now inhale, look up between the hands, step the feet forward to the front of the mat. Bend the knees, rise up, Tadasana. Finding that mountain. Inhale, let the heels come on to the balls of the feet. The arms come up and out or above the head for Talasana, your palm tree. And then exhale, lower the arms down as we slowly lower the heels down. Coming to stand nice and tall. Breathe in. Exhale, plant the right foot. Offer a bend in that left knee and then open that left knee out to the side. And then find that tree pose with the left foot on the right leg. That right leg grounded. Embodying, bringing that intention into your space. Tucking that pelvis, feeling the torso nice and long. The trick for our standing poses is to find a drishti point, that gazing point that's not moving. Focus your awareness there. And next exhale, bring that left knee forward. And then slide that left leg on top of the right, bending that right knee. Coming into your expression of eagle legs. And we'll inhale to sweep the arms in front of the shoulders, the hands in front of the shoulders. The left arm under, the right arm going to rest in the crook of that elbow. Or you can maybe bring the backs of the hands to meet, palms meet, the elbows in line with shoulders. Or Garudasana. Giving us an opportunity to center even more, to ground and to balance. Exhale. In and out. Now one more breath. Exhale to slowly unwrap that left leg, grounding that right foot still. Send the left leg back for eagle arms, taking us into our Vrkasana 3. Left leg extending back and that right leg down and the hip extending out of that right leg. Vrkasana 3. Your next exhale, offer a slight bend to the right knee, lowering that left foot down. Come into that crescent lunge, Ashtandrasana for a breath. Exhale, grounding the right foot, and as you're ready, humbly bow on the inside of that right leg for your expression of Namabada Hasta Virabhadrasana. Humble warrior. Your left foot, that heel can come down, or you can stand on the ball of the foot. As you're ready, unwrap those eagle arms and extend the fingertips side to side. You're soaring and look out of that tree to land on and perch like a bird. Give yourself some freedom here. Some freedom to be exactly where you are. Exhale, slowly lower those hands down to bring the foot, just bring them to the earth. And then slide that right foot over towards the left hand, the right knee down towards the right wrist, lowering the left knee. And exhale, dropping into your expression of Kapotasana. Soften the gaze as you drop into this pigeon. Maybe softening the edges of opinion, softening the edges of the shape, softening our edges of expectation. And letting go of any inner timeline. Just soften. Noticing where the breath begins. The genesis of the breath. And where does it go? Where does it land? Does it kind of hang out in one location and another in the body? Another breath in. And the next exhale, slowly begin to kind of lift the heart and the chest, pressing the hands to the ground. And this time, let's just exhale to drop that right sit bone down and swing that left leg forward. The left leg is straight. Then bring that right foot up to the ground. Maybe that right foot's on the inside of that left leg, flexing the left foot towards the face. And then let's extend that right leg nice and long, maybe cradling it underneath the hamstring. The shoulders are relaxed. We're kind of reclined back. Or if it's in your practice, you can bring those hands to the calf or to the foot. This is our heron pose. Flexing both feet towards the face. Feeling some balance here. Now with your left hand still on that right leg, let's twist open towards the right on an exhale, with the right arm behind us. Right leg forward, the right arm back. Now exhale to bring that right arm forward, back to the calf or the hamstring. And now bend that right knee. And then maybe we bring our arms underneath the calf and we kind of hold calf with the hands or the arms, cradling the baby. You can rock side to side. Sometimes it feels really good. You just kickstand that left hand to the side, kind of massage that left glute. And with the weight of that right leg, add a little pressure on the left glute. Or you can also bring that right foot into the left elbow crease. Maybe opening up the hips a little more. You can bring any movement into that right knee. And giving ourselves the time and the space to be exactly where we are. Not rushing, just being here in this moment. Exhale to bring a little stillness into the movement. Kind of sitting the back up a little straighter. Pull onto that shin or the foot, and then exhale, send that right leg long. So both feet are side by side. We can shimmy those sits bones and sit up nice and tall. And let's extend the arms up overhead. And then just slowly, like a leaf, just drift towards the feet, towards the legs. And when you can't reach the arms out anymore, round back. Bring that chin to the chest. For our posture, Vrkasana, bending the knees as much as you need to. There's no goal here. There's no specific way this should look. It's impossible for this shape to look the same for every single person. Our skeletal systems are just too different. Our muscular systems are different. So however it looks for you, let it be so. Breath come and go. And not to stretch or reach or overdo this. And then we'll exhale to slowly roll back up, the shoulders over the hips. Maybe giving yourself a couple neck rolls or ear to shoulders once you get upright again. And as you're ready, that right foot flexes towards the face, bend the left knee. Maybe you find the calf or the hamstring, and then you lift that left leg long. Feel that low belly engage, and maybe you cradle the calf or you cradle that hamstring. Let that left foot flex, our heron shape on the other side. All the birds today. Allowing the side to be different, knowing that it probably feels different, and it can be just like that. Yeah, now as you're ready, that right hand stays with that left leg, and we're open that left leg behind us, the left arm behind us, left leg in front. Twisting here in our heron shape. All these stabilizer muscles supporting us in our twist. Your next exhale, slowly bring that left arm back towards the leg. And then cradle that calf or that hamstring, bend the knee, and then find your cradle the baby on the other side. Any variation of your cradle the baby. Maybe the only reason you do this is to just massage that right glute, rocking side to side. Maybe you do this for the effect of maybe the outer left hip or that left glute. Flexing the right foot, maybe just exploring this movement, this shape, and see how it can serve your practice today. Nice job. Now we'll slowly release this cradle. Bring the left foot to the ground. Maybe bring that right foot to the ground. And roll shoulders back and down. You can slide down into Shavasana via your boat pose. You can travel by boat. Maybe you just roll to one side and rest. Coming into our Shavasana, sealing our practice today with this shape that has been practiced for centuries. This healing supported shape. Maybe letting a nice exhale. Sigh, leave the body. If there's anything that would support you today, any shape that we didn't get to, just go ahead and find that first. allowing yourself to rest, just like those trees that rest in winter. The leaves fall to preserve energy, allowing ourselves to also come into this season of preservation, of transformation, of shifting. Let's bring awareness to our feet, those roots. Bring back to those feet to ground us at any point throughout our day. Reminding us, taking the trees around us, seeing what they're up to, taking a little break after blooming and creating leaves, both summer and spring, and go to rest. And so can we need that rest. Let's bring ourselves up to seated. At any point, whenever you're ready, stay in Shavasana if you have more time. If you'd like that, dormant. Bringing hands to the knees, palms down, grounded. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you, lovely